Welcome back to your favorite little corner on the internet where I basically do nothing but talk to myself. And that's what we're doing today. So enjoy, welcome back. So the last time I uploaded a video on this channel, it was nine months ago. Really, it's been a little bit. So since then, let's do a little year recap, a little yearly recap, let's call it. Which I actually have been doing this. I've been going back a year and just thinking about everything, about how I was a year ago. Could have never guessed. The biggest thing and the first thing I'll talk about is the fact that I live in California now, which is huge. So maybe like 2 years ago, I told myself, and like years prior to that, I told myself I would never live in California. I would never live in LA. Now I live in LA, and honestly, truthfully, it was probably the best decision I've ever made in my entire life, and I don't make many of those. Anyways, I am so surprised that I live in California now, and it really did change my life for the better. I know everybody says, oh my god, I'm gonna move to LA and change my life. But no, really, it did change my life, and I, like, when I say it changed my life, I mean that it changed my life mentally, if you get where I'm going. I do think if I never got out of Vegas, I would still be in a slump. I would still be up here or dead. Anyways, so I found this picture. This is from November 20th, 2023. I look different and I feel incredibly different because I bettered myself. Your girl changed a lot about her mental state. She also used to be an alcoholic. She also used to be angry. She used to be really sad. And now, she's none of those things. Look at her, she's drinking green tea. Basically, yeah, she used to be just a lot of bad things and was terrible as a person. And now she's not, she's great. She's doing good, she's better. What else is new? So a third thing I would say that has changed a lot in a year is the fact that I now have self-confidence. And what I mean by that is in so many different ways. Like just so many different ways. I'm gonna pull up pictures and put pictures up and everything, but like there's things I would never ever wear. Like you wouldn't catch me wearing that outside because I was just too insecure. That's basically the only reason. I was just too insecure. Her body confidence went up, her self-worth went up, her insecurity went down, her mental state went up. But basically there's just been a bunch of different positive things that have changed my life in a year, and I am incredibly grateful, and I am so proud of myself for getting the confidence and the courage to get up and move from a state alone when I've never done that before. That alone, actually, hang on now. That alone, me moving out of a state by myself, driving to the new state by myself, driving my children alone to a new state. Mind you, I also have 5 cars that I had to move from one state to another, and I can obviously only drive one at a time. So you can imagine it was a lot of going back and forth. She did everything on her own, and I'm still incredibly proud of myself to this day, because a year ago I couldn't go to the grocery store alone type thing. I couldn't make a phone call to somebody. Like I couldn't call the bank. I couldn't call Geico. She could do nothing on her own, and now she could do things on her own. She's a grown woman. And you know, the biggest part of this whole yearly recap situation, she feels like a woman again. What I mean by that is I now love everything that I used to hate, which is a very telling sign that she's doing good. Let me give you some examples here, just because I feel like talking. I used to hate the sun. Like, if the sun was out, I would get enraged. Okay, like I hated the sun and I loved when it was gloomy. I think that's very telling that I was depressed because the gloominess helped me depress. Anyways, now I love the sun. I love when it's sunny outside. Maybe it's because I live in California, I don't know. Another thing I would say is I like to be out of the house now. Before, like a year ago, I didn't like to be out of the house. I like to just be in my house, be in my little safe space, right? But wasn't actually very safe, but whatever. Just be to myself and in my little depressed bubble of sadness and anger. But now I love being out of the house. She also started scrapbooking again. And, oh, how conveniently, it's right next to me. This is my big scrapbook of life that I have sitting on my coffee table. Let's open it up, shall we? So honestly, the very first page of the scrapbook is titled, My First Year in California. Wow, so cool, so inspirational. Literally look here. Oops, sorry, snot just came out of my nose, but it's fine. Hang on now. It literally says, it was the best decision I've ever made. Start clapping, I'm waiting. Oh yeah, another thing that I forgot that has changed, or that I know how I've changed, is the fact that a year ago I hated color. Like, I wanted to be a beige girl. But now, I love color. I think I love color. I love having different colors in my house. Like, I would never have a pink and green blanket on a couch, girl. I love it. I don't know. I love my life now. I really do. I'm content. I'm living. And the most important thing of all is I'm mentally stable. So I guess the moral of the story is, if you're unhappy, move. Thanks for coming to my little TED Talk. This honestly feels like therapy. Maybe that's what my YouTube channel is. This is the therapist, by the way. He's charging me $400 an hour. Okay, that's also a thing I gotta work on, is an outro. Thanks for watching. I'll be back soon, and I'll see you later.